Hey everyone, we're back.
Hello.
The certified
Yes, we
yappers,
are.
Chauncey and Matt
Yes.
are back for the Hangover podcast. Heather is camping with her family, so it's just us, the certified yappers.
She's in the woods.
She's in the
We
woods.
we don't know where she is.
You know what?
Don't know where she is.
She's gonna come back soon. Let's just say that.
Hmm?
She'll come back safe.
The Blair Witch got her. Yeah.
So yeah, you got us today at the Hangover podcast, Matt
Mhm.
and I. So please be warned, we are certified yappers. So we do
Yeah.
apologize now.
Diva beware.
Diva beware. Okay, so Matt, wait, how are you doing today?
I'm alive.
And that's
I'm
all I-
here. I'm alive. I feel like I don't know. It's just me. I don't know. My life is just so like one note right now that I'm just kind of going through it. I'm like, okay, this is just a slow period. My life has always been a slow burn.
It is.
So yeah, so I'm just kind of like, we're just not gonna do anything for a couple months, huh?
You know what?
Nothing new and interesting.
You know what? I'd rather have that, okay? Than chaos.
Yeah, no, that's fair too. I hate when it feels like my life is just like ramped up to 11, and I'm like, wow, this has been a fun couple of months, huh? Like it's
We're gonna be at Diva is gonna be okay.
Divas, we're gonna be okay. We're the girls that are going to be okay.
We're gonna rally, they say.
Yes, as they say. As they say.
So that's that. Let me see. My week.
How are you?
I'm here.
Yes.
I have to get wrist surgery in a couple days. So Diva will be down. Diva will
be down.
Yeah.
Diva will be down, but she will be high on those Percocets. Yeah. Hello.
Diva will be
la da dee da dee.
Yeah.
Like
so yes, I am prepared for that. That's why we're filming the podcast a little early, so like I can film before I have to, be down and out. But we'll make a comeback. Yeah. I'll be back.
Yes, yes, she will. Trust the Duchess.
Trust. So we know we have to start off with this topic, Matt.
Oh, so as literally everybody knows, they got married. TNT, it happened, everybody. TNT, just TNT married. I have so many thoughts on this subject because you could have gotten a castle. You could have gotten the castle. You chose to close down roads,
Madison Square.
Make life like mass traffic.
Holiday weekend.
On a holiday weekend.
And people said, privacy. Totally understand that. Like I get privacy is very important. Totally understand that. And I get it. I've talked to my friends.
The castle's private.
I talked to my friends who are actually Swifties, and they're like, well, she has to have privacy. And I'm like, I completely understand, because Madison Square Garden is very private. Like they have, who are presidents who've been there. There's certain structures they have to protect people in Madison Square Garden, which is amazing. But also, there, like you said, there's castles.
Yeah, there's castles. There's literally on a popular weekend. In fact, like I think she's crazy. Honestly, what do you mean? Did you see those leaked pictures from inside Madison Square Garden? Baby, why did she have? I mean, she brought the castle to Madison Square Garden. She had the castle in the building. At the end of the day,
you got it. Honestly, my main thing was it was a raffle. I'm mad I wasn't there for the winning of a Chanel bag. Okay, I'm mad about that. The whole people are like, well, it's a buffet. Who gives a F? Like I've been to many weddings with buffets, and they're actually way better than that. Actually plate your food for you. So I have nothing wrong against a buffet. Nothing wrong against that. My question is, only thing I saw about that whole thing that was cracking up, she invited everyone that she knows. Everyone.
Oh, everyone. Ari Aster was there.
Who?
The guy who directed Hereditary was
there
with Toni Collette. Like, what? Because there's a picture with it's Emma Stone in a car, and in the backseat you just kind of see him sitting in the back in a tux. I was like...
But guess who wasn't there?
Margaret Qualley. Margaret
I saw
Qualley.
I said divorce
gone.
Is looming. Divorce is looming.
Divorce. She's not playing this game no more. She's not playing this fucking game.
Yourself, baby. But guess who else wasn't there?
Who?
Blake Lively. Yes. If you guys know the lore with
I
that,
that's really
she was not
all
there.
that.
She was not there.
Not at the wedding.
I'm sorry. They had Jenny Han, the one who made Summer Turn Pretty, out there. Okay,
Hmm.
they had they had people I didn't know. It looked like a corporate work event that we all had to go to, and we all
Hmm.
said, "Let's go to work." Blake Lively was not there. Now,
She was busy.
no,
Maybe
she was actually
she was raising hell.
she was at her kids' horse competition thing, I believe.
Okay.
Yeah, but Carly Kloss was there.
Oh, sorry, busy this weekend. Carly.
Yeah,
Like it's
so
just so crazy. That's just so crazy. It just feels so elitist. Like
yes.
I don't know. You know what I mean? There's something so weird about it.
It's your wedding. Have as many people as you can be there. Totally understand. It's your day. Love that. But the idea that everyone I've ever seen on TV or in the world, like sports or TV or broadcasting, was at that wedding, but Blake Lively wasn't. I am. I know I was giggling.
I
I was giggling.
honestly, I'd giggle too because that's really funny. That she wasn't there.
After
I did not even know that.
inviting 1,000 people and she did not get the list. Oh, I
And
know she was sick.
not
She was sick.
she didn't get. She did all that. She like
Dragging it all.
it's like Regina George.
Yes.
You know Regina George, where she's like ripping up all the pictures. That was Blake Lively.
Insert
That was
clip
Blake
here.
Lively, and she's writing in the burn book.
Insert
Yeah.
clip here because honestly, like
Hmm.
out of everyone, there's people I was like, oh, they're there. Oh, okay, fine. The idea that Blake Lively didn't even get the invite,
She didn't even get the message.
comedy.
That
Like I said, it ends with us was really a downfall of a friendship.
everyone involved.
Yeah.
Everyone involved. It just went like that. That whole thing is still crazy to me. I don't want to bring this up again. I don't want to say their names. It's like Bloody Mary.
Yes,
I can't. And I can't. I still see updates from it
every
like
5 seconds.
and it's every like just I don't care. Like I just don't care anymore. I'm sorry. It's crazy. The movie wasn't even that good.
Honestly, at the end of the day, do you believe that in the hot take? Do you believe the wedding was tacky?
Yeah.
And honestly, I agree. Not because, okay, at a buffet. Whoop de doo, I love a good buffet at a wedding. Okay. I've been to many weddings with buffets. Love it.
Mm-hmm.
Having all those people come. It looked like a corporate work event, but who am I to judge? I don't know that many people in my life. And if I did, I probably wouldn't invite them. Now, having it in Madison Square Garden because of security, totally understand because you want it to be private. But at the end of the day, there's a lot of celebrities out there who got married that we didn't even know. Like I didn't see Beyonce's and Jay-Z's wedding photos until like 5 years ago. They've been married for how long now? Okay,
and we're never seeing Zendaya and Tom Holland.
Never.
We're never gonna see that.
Looks like
never.
20 years from now. But like,
yeah,
like I'm sorry, like, and someone compared it to the royal wedding. I said, really?
No,
she's
not really.
No, it's a woman who is talented, who can write a good song, and a man who's really really good at football got married. That's a beautiful blessing, but it's not the royal wedding. Mm-hmm. We didn't need Madison Square Garden.
No, it's not.
A castle.
Like what do they like? I really just don't have much to say on the subject. It's just so. All right, Taylor. Like, oh, I'm shocked. Oh, I'm shocked you did this.
And like they had, you know what? All you need to know is that I hope they got the privacy they needed for their safety purposes. That's all that matters.
Oh yeah, absolutely.
But at the end of the day, I don't want to hear about this wedding ever again. I don't want to hear about this I know.
I don't care if the pictures leak.
Look, all you need to know the person who does not want to hear about this wedding is Blake Lively.
Mm-hmm. Do not, everybody, if you're listening, do not tell Blake Lively about the wedding. She's going to get very upset.
Don't mention it to her. Don't.
She'll kill you.
When
she'll get you.
Cross up there, she was sick. I knew she was sick.
She felt a pitch drop.
She said, "Oh my gosh, oh my goodness." Honestly, if for some reason, I feel like people are like, well, maybe Blake was there. I'm sorry, Blade would have made a stunt queen. She
Oh, she would have done some crazy shit.
a paparazzi photo of her leaving her building. Okay, she would,
Like a revenge dress esque thing. Like she
like,
would.
it would have been a stunt queen. Okay, if she would have sent the fuck out that
Mm-hmm.
place. But you know, you know what? I'm excited I'm excited to hear the narrative that they're going to spin why she wasn't there.
Mm-hmm.
I know.
She again. She was at her kid's horse party. She was at her kid's horse party,
You know what?
and that
A mother.
a mother indeed.
Okay,
She got the invite. She said, "Oh, I can't make it.
I can't,
Oh, I have a horse party this weekend.
and I
I'm
gotta
so
go.
sorry.
I gotta go. The
I
god.
gotta go. It's for my kid."
I bet she's like, she's the godmother of my children. I have to be there for the kids, though.
Yeah, she will, and she will be. But for now, some time apart is needed.
Okay, would you?
Like they,
You were that kind of celebrity. Would you?
Hmm.
Would you have a private wedding?
oh yeah, absolutely. I can't even like I couldn't handle that. I want a private wedding like now.
Yes, I want to.
You know,
I'm just gonna be like, hey, I got married today. Let's go. Like everyone be. I rather. I'm gonna be the person if I do get married, and then have a big ass reception. That's all I care about. Like I don't need to
hmm
tell the whole world because honestly, it's gonna be a shock to us both that I got married. A shock to us both.
I
Okay.
I'd love to do like the small like maybe like a very very small like actual wedding ceremony thing, and then like do the surprise like oh my god we got married at the reception.
Yes.
Like I feel like that would be fun. That would be fun.
Yeah.
You know.
That's all I need. So we're gonna see. I don't know if I would have Adam Sandler be my officiant to my wedding.
I wouldn't do that. I wouldn't choose that. I mean, if you had all the money in the world, I kind of get why you would do that. But but if I had the money, I don't know. I think I'd choose Jessica Chastain.
Something. Something, you know.
Have her pull up.
You know, Bruce Willis and Demi Moore, I think the person who officially their wedding was Little Richard. So you know how that turned out.
That's yeah.
So
I mean, they're still good friends.
great friends, you know. So that's
Great
what we do.
friends.
Okay. Okay. Quick question. What one celebrity wedding
Yeah.
you wish you could have attended?
Oh, Tom Holland and Zendaya.
Oh, hands
I would have been crying in the corner like their best friend.
like, oh my
I'm
God,
so
parents.
sorry.
Like,
Like that sounds parasocial,
No.
but like
we watched the love.
like
Okay? We watched it. Okay.
like yeah, we watched this grow. I go to Zendaya and say, Zendaya, I'm so happy for you. And she'd say, thank you so much for coming, Matt. You're my best friend.
Yeah.
And then we leave it at that.
We
We leave it at that. It'd be
story
perfect.
We watched the rumors happen. They do it for every movie.
Mhm.
A rumor like they're dating, closer to dating. We watched them not possibly dating to them kissing in a car. We watched it all go down. We deserve to be there. We don't deserve it, but we would like to
Yeah.
be there. But you know who wedding
Yeah.
you know what wedding I'd like to be part of though?
Who?
This is gonna be so niche and so creepy. But like besides Tom Holland and Zendaya, of course, like icons, love them, would be Liza Minnelli's wedding. And
one of like the four with the cavemen. That would have been sick. That would have been amazing. That is such a good answer.
I would have been Michael Jackson.
I go through hell going to Liza Minnelli's weddings.
I would have. I would have been. What was the man that she married? What was his name? God, what's his name?
I don't even know.
I gotta look it up because that wedding when Liza Minnelli is getting married and she's with that man and like Liza Minnelli and what's his name? What's his name? Oh God, what's his name? Oh God, I have to know because it was oh God. It was Liza Minnelli's wedding and oh God, he was what was his name? Dave.
Was it David Guest?
Yes, David Guest. Thank you. I would have loved to be that because I would have been peeking in the corner with Michael Jackson when he looked. If you ever saw that clip and like they do their vows and he's just like,
I've never seen that. That's really funny
because that would have been me. I would have loved to be a father wall that wedding because I know Michael had all the tea. He had all the tea. So
I just know. He's just standing there like, Liza, tell me about it.
Yes, I would have loved to be there. That's like, and I know it's so niche to say it, but that clip of him side-eyeing the fuck out of the vows lives free in my head. So I definitely will have to.
That does sound. That sounds like a smash hit. That sounds so fun. Remember when in Sex and the City, in the Sex and the City movie, where Liza Minnelli is like officiating the gay wedding?
Yes.
I just started watching Sex and the City. It's so
Oh.
fun. I'm sorry. I think I'm having a great time.
No, it's a great time. It's like looking at it as a
It,
kid, you're like, oh, this would be so cool, blah blah. And then you watch it and you're like this. Oh, this is wild. Like we're running.
no, like no, like Miranda's they're all crazy people,
Yeah.
but like Carrie and Miranda specifically, like
Nut job.
crazy people.
Samantha, you know what? They talk about her so bad when I was a kid, but Samantha was really a go getter. Okay, she still had a job. She was not like a man stop her money. Okay, she was not going to cry
No,
about a breakup. Okay, and I like that about her. And Charlotte, she was very rigid about getting married, but she had standards. Okay, she knew what she wanted. Okay,
yeah.
so she went.
Yeah, God forbid a girl has standards. Literally,
she wanted to get married and have kids. Okay, and that was
like she just wanted like a nice relationship. Like it really wasn't. She really wasn't asking for that much. Like she was just like, if you're gonna see me, you're gonna see me exclusively. Like I'm not gonna be a side thing. And every man would be like, sicko, and they leave her. And honestly, thank God, because
that's what
not hurt my good sis Charlotte.
She had the best relationship when she finally got married to the right one. She had the best relationship. So let her have her standards, and her standards did change when she found the right guy for herself. But at the end of the day, the girl was not just out here just for fun. Okay, she had intentions.
She had a mission. She was on a mission quest.
Okay, so Matt, you and I are like big movie people. Like,
yes, we are.
So what? Okay, I know we talked about this off camera, but we've been watching a lot of movies. Like I just watched Succession on 4th of July weekend.
Ooh.
So I was like, ooh, I'm not like 4th of July, whoop de doo. I was like, I'm just gonna watch, TV or whatever, right? And I watched, and I was like, I don't even know how to start the conversation. You watched it, right?
Okay. Yeah, so me and my friend went to see it like opening night. Or like the previews night, the Thursday before it releases or whatever. Because I really wanted to see it because I was hearing like crazy things coming out of it from like festivals and everything.
Yeah.
And we go, and I was fully prepared for it to be just very fun and not actually scary or creepy or anything.
You thought.
So once again, I hit a pen and I'm like loaded. Not like drunk loaded, but like I'm stoned out of my mind. When she's not only when she's in the corner, when she starts walking backwards in reverse, there is something so dark-sided about her. The shot near the beginning where she's going up to his house, this is like right when he does it, and she's just like standing there. It's like the shadow on her face and her eyes are glowing. That's crazy. That is so. Indy Neveready, I think she's so talented. That is just a crazy thing to just like do.
No, like I thought like I heard about the movie and I was like, okay, like if it comes out, I'm definitely gonna watch it, right? So I was like, let me just rent it for the weekend. And I was watching and I was like, okay, I knew it would be like, like a horror, whatever, a little bit, a little psychological thriller. I'm a child of Dateline, okay? I'm a child of 48 Hours nap. I was not going to be scared about nothing. I was shook, okay? Psychologically, I was shook. The graphics, I was fucking shook, okay? And I'm sorry. Be careful what the hell you wish for, okay? Be specific.
Yeah.
What you wish for.
because at the end of the day, it really wasn't the thing itself that he used. It's the way he worded that. That man. I see people on Twitter being like, I don't think Bear's that bad of a person. And I'm like,
Bear had the world wrong.
Well,
okay.
Yeah. So about that, sister, that movie's also loud as hell too. I thought it was like the speakers or whatever when I first saw it.
No, it's loud.
It is fucking loud. There's a scene near the end where like his phone rings. It's after like the dinner scene.
Scared me. There was points I was
jumped out of my seat. And also the scene after that where he's in the car and you just know she's gonna pull up and he's in the car with Sarah and they're talking and they're kind of flirting and everything. And I'm sitting there. We were all sitting there. We're like, oh no. We all just knew her ass was gonna show up. And when the way she jumps through that window, everyone in that theater like yelled. It was so, everyone was gooped. That movie's crazy.
It was
It's
great.
crazy that they did that for
No,
like what they did it with, because that budget was small.
yeah, like
That
the guy
budget
on
was
the
so small.
phone, the guy on the phone that he's talking
Yeah.
to about the wish, he's the director. His like
Yeah.
partner is the guy who's a friend. And I was just like, this is a small budget, but honestly, when they're in the car, like they're like having a little moment in the car,
Mhm.
I knew she was coming. I don't know how she was gonna come to
Oh,
that place, but I knew she was coming and I was nervous.
she was coming around that mountain.
Yeah,
Coming
yeah.
around that mountain.
I said there she
Hmm.
goes, but like when she had the corpse, oh, I was done. I was done.
And also, like the way her face changes in so many of the different, like she looks different. There's that one shot where she looks like what's her name? She was in Girls and Get Out.
Yes. Yes. Oh
She
god.
like she has that headband on.
Yes.
She looks exactly like her.
Creepy.
I was just like unsettled by that.
The
And also
party.
the scene where like he first breaks the wish or whatever, and she's sitting at his car. She's like, "Yeah,
Mm-hmm.
I'm sorry.
Creepy.
Yeah." Like there was just a way she was speaking in some of those scenes that was just uneasy. And like it sounds like she pitched her voice down a little bit. It was weird.
No,
It was so good though.
the party scene when they were supposed to like kiss a person and she took that cheer. I said,
That's not even
take
the way that's not even like the craziest thing she did during that scene. That's not even that. She started reading Hansel and Gretel incest fan fiction, and she's like, brother, you will be inside me tonight. Yeah, I'm just writing on a book.
I was creeped. I was creeped. Like I was like, this is great. Whoever decided to write this, like, I have a lot of questions.
I heard something.
What
The person who wrote so the Curry Barker is the guy who like wrote and directed it.
Yeah.
His dad wrote the monologue she reads at the party.
Oh,
his dad wrote that.
The family needs to be investigated, okay? Because
this family, what the fuck? Like, why?
Because if your dad wrote that and then you directed this, what were you guys doing as children? Like, what were you guys watching?
What were you? No, literally, what were you watching? Because but also, kind of sick as hell to do that. That's really funny, actually.
It was a cunt. Like, it was beautiful. Like,
yeah.
I made my sister, I made my mom, my dad watch it because I had that. So I was like, log into my account and watch it.
Right now.
My mom was like, what the hell did I watch? She said that was horror. That was horror. And I was like, it was psychological and graphic. Okay, like
Mm-hmm.
I was like, this is a great way to spend 4th of July. This is a great time.
God bless America. Happy 250.
Here we are.
Happy 250.
Happy 250.
Let those fireworks fly.
What other stuff are you watching right now?
So after Obsession, I've been on like a run at the movies. Okay, I saw Backrooms, which was cute. It was fine. I didn't really have. I don't have much to say about it.
Okay, good to know.
Which I don't know. It's cute if you like Backrooms. I saw Supergirl. That was, I again saw that, and I was so. There's so much going on in that movie. It was just bizarre. That movie was bizarre.
Let's do
it. It just felt weird.
Let's do it right. So Backrooms, out of 10, what would you rate it?
Okay, Backrooms, I'd give a 6.5 out of 10. Supergirl, I'd give a 5 out of 10. And then I saw Leviticus.
How was that?
That movie was really good. It like grew on me after a bit. I'd give that like a 7.5 out of 10.
Oh, okay, good to know.
That movie's because it's not like the scariest movie you'll ever see, and it's really the horror in it is very. It's not the main thing that's going on, you know. It's more about their relationship, but with that aspect added into that, where that demon's kind of like chasing after them. But I saw that, and then I saw this week. I saw 3 movies alone. I went back to back to back. I saw Minions and Monsters. Me and my friend saw Minions and Monsters. Honestly, it was so funny.
I was good.
Racking up. It was really good. I had a good time. I
rate it.
My friends loves Minions, and I would rate it like like a 7, like a good 7.
I heard it was good.
I love Minions revisionist history on film cinema stuff. and especially when the two minions are like definitely kissing on the side,
I have to see it.
but in a good way.
Okay.
But then I saw Evil Dead Bird the next day.
How was that?
Yeesh, girl.
Yeesh.
Bloody as hell. Yeesh. Like, it was so. I had a fun time. I liked it. I really did. But oh my god, the shit that they were doing in that movie, it was just getting grosser and grosser.
Okay,
People were like cutting their legs off.
Okay.
They were. One girl had a circle saw and was like throwing it in people's faces.
I haven't ate yet today. Okay, this is enough. This is enough.
Okay.
Enough.
Okay.
What do you rate it?
I'd rate that like a 6 out of 10.
Okay, third movie.
And then last and certainly not least, I saw The Invite with Seth Rogen, Olivia Wilde, Penelope Cruz, and Edward Norton. Olivia Wilde?
Is it Rashida Jones who wrote that movie?
Yeah, Rashida Jones wrote it. Okay. Olivia Wilde directed it. Olivia Wilde, you have been forgiven. You have been forgiven for Don't Worry, Darling Girl. Because that was so good. That movie was so good. It for no reason, like it really, they didn't have to pop off as hard as they did with this, but they popped off so bad. It was so funny, and then the third act kind of has this really sad tonal shift to it, and it's really good and it really works well. I sent my friend a text. Hold up, I said, "Oh my god, what did I say?" I said she's 42. C-list actor and directed 2 movies, one of the movies being wasted on because she was distracted by Harry Styles and then got dumped by Harry Styles, pissed Florence Pugh off. Olivia Wilde had one chance.
And she did it?
She did it. She had one chance. She walked into that set mad as hell, hair and messy bun. Like, she had business to attend to. She had a message.
I heard it was
she had to say something.
Okay, so...
It was... so good.
I saw so I do like Olivia Wilde's director. I'm pretty sure her directorial debut was Booksmart.
Oh, I loved I loved
that movie. Like that's one of my favorite movies. That movie over and over.
That movie's so funny. Billy Lord's character in that has stuck with me for so many years.
I love
because how did she get there? How did she get there at the end of the day?
I probably watch that tonight. I love Booksmart, but Olivia Wilde.
Oh, I've seen that so many times.
Don't worry, darling. What time? A time was half that movie. Okay, the press tour is my favorite press tour in the world. One of my top 3.
That was Florence Pugh was going to kill somebody. Florence Pugh was going to kill someone.
I heard the invite was good. I saw the cast. I love Seth Rogen. I love Penelope Cruz. Who else is in there?
Edward Norton and Olivia Wilde herself.
Edward Norton?
Yeah.
Oh, I love him. Me and Edward Norton go way back. 25th Hour was my favorite movie by him. It's a sickness. That's probably what it is. But like, I love Rashida Jones. I love her as a director. She is, first of all, she's a Nepo baby with talent. Like, it's very rare. People forget that she's Hollywood legend. But she wrote the movie, her and Will McCormick wrote the movie Friends of Celeste or whatever with Andy. I think it was with Andy Samberg. This is like years ago. It was like a niche. But I heard the invite was good. It's based in San Francisco, right?
I think so. I believe so.
I remember them filming a movie with Seth Rogen and her in San Francisco. So I'm pretty sure that's the same one. Because it's for a while when they were filming something out here. So I remember I couldn't get that way to work. So I was like, oh, okay. But honestly, the invite, she said, bitches, I'm back.
Bitches, no, she had something to prove, and bitch, she proved it. She went in mad. Mad as hell.
Okay, well, she's a good director.
Her? And a really good actress, too. She was, I'm not even joking. She was, like, comedically just outdoing everybody. She was kind of doing circles around everybody. Yeah, she plays a crazy, like, this girl who's just on the brink.
Okay, I'm gonna watch.
So funny.
Okay, I'm gonna watch it because I you know what? I love a good movie, and I loved her other work. You know, and Don't Worry, Darling. Like I always tell people, it had real potential to be that girl.
It did. It did to be that girl, and people were excited. Like everyone was expecting this.
Like, and then, but
you know, too. It looked so good. It sounded so good, and then it just was.
Look, when you're digmatized by a man, you know you'll lose your goddamn mind.
Yeah,
okay, and Shia LaBeouf, he was supposed to be the hairstyle movie. Shia LaBeouf got his own demons, but if he wasn't so goddamn controversial and like. insane, he would have acted the fuck out that movie. He would have acted the fuck out that movie.
He would have ate that up. He would have killed Harry
He
Styles.
would
I'm
have
sorry,
ate
Harry
that shit
Styles.
up. Like if he wasn't having his own
He
business, Shia LaBeouf would have ate
like
that role.
that.
Let's
I
stand
just
by
think it's
that.
really funny that Harry Styles, like Shia LaBeouf. How dare you have kids with Mia Goth? How
Okay,
dare
like
you?
how dare you be Shia LaBeouf? Like how dare you do like you were supposed to have a legendary run. I was a huge Disturbia fan, but you did this to us. You did
I
this to us.
still need to see
I
Disturbia, but I was a fan. I remember I was a big fan when I was a kid. The movie Eagle Eye.
yes,
I was obsessed with that movie. I was like, "Mom, can we watch Eagle Eye?" And my
I
mom was like, "No,
love Shia LaBeouf.
no."
Everyone knows it's like I had a thing for him. Like I was like, that's he's supposed to have a legendary run, legendary, but
Hmm.
took over.
He ate shit. He
But
ate shit.
if he would have kept his shit together, he would have ate the fuck out that role. Okay, it would
Hmm.
have been
Hmm.
that would have had some legendary because that movie looked it was supposed to be really big. Okay, I love it was supposed to go places. Miss Flo deserved it. Okay, Miss Flo,
Hmm.
it was supposed to be big. Chris,
And if I was Florence Pugh, I would have killed somebody, and I think she
her
did.
Oscar nomination. I could have her Oscar nomination right there. But you know what? I think about this all the time. I forget about the movie, but I remember the press tour. When
The press tour was crazy. That was really funny.
no,
Who spat on Harry Styles? Chris Pine
I,
spat on
I
Harry
think it was
Styles.
fine. Like I think it was
Yeah.
a very interesting day. But before we go, because we can yap all day. We could definitely
Yeah.
yap all day, but like what if you had to like let me see. The biggest of the since we're talking movies and all this stuff, right? What is the
Mm.
biggest movie of the year that's gonna come out for you that you're so excited for? There's a lot of movies coming out soon. We have the Odyssey, the Spider-Man, we have Dune, we have all this other stuff. What are you excited about?
Oh my god, I'm trying to let me look at the coming soon on the AMC page.
I know.
I'm most excited for Dune out of like all the like big blockbusters. I'm most excited for Dune, but also I feel like because I'm usually more excited for like the horror movies and all that kind of stuff. So I kind of feel like I kind of got all that already. I feel like all the horror movies
Well,
just already released this year.
they're already out.
Yeah, they're already out. They're already out. So it's like I've really got nothing left to wait for except for Dune Part 3, which I will be seated.
I will be seated
Trust the
for that.
Duchess.
I'm
I'm
excited for
so excited.
I'm like a Marvel person, so I'm definitely like the
Mm.
Doomsday, whatever. Like, yeah, when it gets more hyped around it, like I might be excited to go. But of course, Spider Man, I'll go see that in a couple weeks.
That comes out this year.
Yeah, it comes.
And Spider-Man 2.
Spider Man comes out like legit in a couple weeks. Like legit, like
That is a horrible marketing run that they're doing for this
yeah,
movie then.
like all I know about the Spider Man. Only way I know about Spider Man because the looks, Zendaya's looks. Okay, the press tour. Okay,
Hmm.
but honestly, I will be seeing. I'm a nerd and I love Greek mythology, so I will be watching.
Mm.
I'll be watching Odyssey this weekend, crippled and all.
That's exciting.
Look, cat and all. Like, okay, but
One ticket for the Odyssey.
I'm gonna have my dad take me. Like, Dad, let's go on a movie date. Like, it's gonna be my driver
Yeah.
because
Yeah.
I love Greek mythology and I love Anne Hathaway. I love Zendaya. I love Lupita. I love that.
Yeah. That movie looks amazing.
It's Christopher Nolan, so I'm like,
But
I gotta see.
yeah.
Okay,
Mhm.
Elliot Page.
Exactly.
Like, I'm excited, so I'll be there. But before we go, everyone, please make sure you subscribe to our Patreon. We're gonna start putting exclusive content with all of us with our hot takes and like stuff that we really cannot say on your local Spotify or Apple Music or YouTube channel.
Yes,
So be
Mhm.
prepared. Make sure you follow the Hangover at the Hangover_pod. Follow us everything as So She Slays. We're so excited for the next couple of weeks. It is so weird to take Heather
Yes.
doing this because Heather usually does this outro.
Yeah. Yeah.
So weird. But honestly, thank you for listening to Matt and I gossip and be your surfer
Yes. Thank you.
for the next couple hours. And please make sure to subscribe, like, follow, share your page, share your thoughts, give us thoughts. And thank you again.
Yes. Goodbye.
Okay.